Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC Live. It is 12 p.m. on April the 4th, 2025. Wes was just with us. He'll be joining us again shortly. He had some technical issues right at the last second, but we'll get that sorted out. Want to welcome in people. I see some of our winners. Slow Flyer, Jeff from Lower Alabama, from our big spin show last Friday, and then I went live with a tank on Tuesday, and we're live again, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably be live again next week with something cool as well. But yeah, I'm excited for today. Been excited all week, still living off that high of the YouTube plaque and everything. That was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. It was great to have Mark on the show. I want to thank him once again for joining us. And Wes, am I hearing you? Are you with me? I don't hear his audio, but I see him. So I don't know, Alex can figure that out in the background.
Not on my end, unfortunately.
Eddie K's RC, what's going on? 109er, we might have to close out that and go back in, Alex. I'm not sure. But who else is here? Michael Reiska, how you doing? Did I say that right? Did I say that right? I had it and then I lost it. Mick Redtail Flyer, Jay Yates, what's going on, man? We're gonna see. He was one of our big $500 winners. He got himself an SR71 up in Canada, and he sent me some pictures. We'll see that when we get to the community today, because today we're gonna have a standard live show. So we're gonna spin the wheel, actually position the wheel. It's gonna live there now. I don't want to have it on the table here. Found a spot where it'll live. I lowered the, a lot of the prices, but I left that, if you guys remember from last week, I added that prize where 6 prizes come up, so it's like a double spin. If you land on a surface or boat prize or an aircraft prize, 6 prizes will pop up. So it'll be a different set of prizes, not quite as expensive as they were last time, but I like that feature, so we left that in, and I added back the second spin win. So that means if you land on that, which nobody's ever done, your next 2 spins, you could total them up, so you could win, $200 gift cards or 2 prizes or whatever. But yeah, those are our plain prizes. And then we have some, and I'm going to leave these up. It'll be based on things that are in stock in both the US and the EU. So there's never an issue. But all around, super cool. Today we do have some surprises. I hope you guys saw. We got keychains. So a couple people were confused because I posted a video of me making airplane sounds flying our little Motion RC keychain with, next jet release. And some people assumed it's a tease for the next jet. And I'm like, no, this is it. This is it. The keychain is quite awesome. I'm going to back out of this room, Alex, and I'm going to go back in. And maybe that'll help. Sorry, guys. Just dealing with a little technicality. Let me get in here. I got my teams going. And where is that link? There it is. I'm going in. I'm joining room. We're starting, and we are back, and I'm back in. And we'll see if we can hear him, because I see him. He looks good. He's got his voodoo on the table, but I do not hear a word that man is saying right now. So he cannot be on the show. But if he's dealing with that, can we go community, Alex, while we're getting started out? Because, we haven't done the community. Remember, every first Friday of every month is this show. And I try to go through the Facebook customer community, show off a lot of the best customizations, the best pictures I see. What's up, Jameson? How you doing, man? RC Geek is here. What's going on, Chris? If you know Chris, our product manager now, category manager for all things aircraft, so it's great having the geek in here when he comes. But let's get started. So you're looking at Tomas Koch with a Spitfire and a Corsair. So that was looking off the Spitfire, but I love the way he shot these. Use that depth of field thing on his phone, it looks like, so it blurs out everything around it, but makes it look a little more realistic, make it look a little more special. What's up, Bill? Bill Jarrett, category manager for Surface and Boats, joining. Oh, we got the whole squad here today. We got the squad. Mark's calling. Mark wants in. He wants to give away another what was it? We gave away at least 2,500 bucks. At least 2,500 bucks. I hear Wes in my ear. So that's exciting news. We can cut to Wesley if we want to come back if he's here. Let him say hello, and then we can continue on with our community segments. If you guys saw the thumbnail, that was about to pop up, but the thumbnail was hysterical. That somebody shared that. It's the what is it? The oh, why am I forgetting the movie now? with the big black and the apes all around it. Why am I forgetting the name of the movie? Alex, help me.
I'm trying to get Wes back.
The best space movie of all time. Help me out. What is it, Lori? No. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. No, that meme is from, I didn't share the meme. You see the thumbnail. I'm not even seeing the chat, Alex. We're a mess right now. We're a mess.
It's the monolith.
Where's the chat? The monolith. There it is.
Hey,
everybody's back.
Sorry
all right, we got
that.
chat. We got Wes. Wes, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Sorry about that little inconvenience there. It was like, go live, and it cut everything off right then. I was like, what the heck? But I'm doing great here. We've been playing with a lot of new products, having a lot of fun. As you see, I got the slot cars here in front of me.
That's it. Space Odyssey.
That's it.
That's where it's from. The very beginning.
Yeah.
When the apes are all...
But yeah, I've been having a blast. You know, myself, I'm personally into slot cars, so getting these new sets has been a lot of fun here lately. I've been running through those. Of course, back on some more wood kits. You know, you guys saw when I unboxed the Voodoo, it's actually ready to fly now. I've gone through everything on that, and we're going to get into more details on that soon. The Maki is also back there, all ready to go also. I just got to put the receiver in that one, so hopefully that'll be flying really shortly. And I got my transmitter back from service, so maybe the B-24 here very soon too. So
I've been waiting for that.
It's going to be an exciting couple times here coming up.
That's going to be some big. Just the thumbnail alone is going to generate a lot of attention. But let's move back into the community. So here it is. I forget who posted this, Alex. Was it Tomas? Oh, Tom Tabor posted. I thought that was hysterical. So 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's the movie. Ric Flair's theme music. He used it as the main theme. Totally classic. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave. But I thought that was funny and, you know, good for an RC coffee talk show, if you will, but really funny. But moving on, we had Sam Fye with a sweet looking F4 Phantom, glossed over. Do not know the scheme, but it looks pretty darn cool regardless. The blues almost looks like motion blues going up the sides. I really dig that. If somebody knows what scheme this is or could call it out, if it's real or fake, I assume it's real, but either way, it looks really, really cool. I love that. There's Jerry McGee. Wes, you got to get Jerry, put the red one. What was the red one? You have the Voodoo.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
what was
Dago.
the red one called? The Dago. Put the Dago in Jerry's hands and let you guys race them. That'll be a
That's the
that'll make
plan.
that video. Awesome. Put some pylons out there. And Jerry, do everything you can to smash into his on video.
No.
It'll make for a better video.
Put them both together.
It'll make for a better video. He knows what I'm talking about. Moving on, Romeo Oscar. This guy was posting a lot of heli stuff, which I love. I love that the group is starting to get more boats, more helis, more tanks, you know, into it, because it was never supposed to be just a plane group. It's a Motion RC group, and this was his Roban 700. That's with a fun key. I think the fun key's on the right. The Roban is the black, but check out, you know, the work he did on the 700 206. Really good stuff. He posts a lot of internals. He definitely posts some products we don't carry, but at this point, the group's so big, it's hard to monitor everything, and some of it's just so cool. I'm not gonna, you know, get mad. I see some people will, you know, call out and try to get us to take it down. And I'm like, it's so cool to look at. Why do I not want to see it? You know, if it's outwardly some other company's product or something, you know, but when it's just somebody enjoying their time, it's great. And I love the way this guy's flying. It looks like he's just kind of cradling his transmitter like a baby, and he's just got land on one stick. I don't know if that's it works for him. It's a heck of a shot. So I love it, but good work, Romeo. He's got a lot of good posts in there, but that was one of the better ones I saw. Oh, then did you see this one, Alex? And this one has music to it. You might want to lower it a little bit. If the music pops up, you don't even really need it. But he had a mid-air collision FPV, and then he slowed it down. And you see on the left side of the screen, keep your eyes focused. Whoa! Jet took him out. I'm not sure what plane he was flying, though. I assume he's flying a jet as well. But of course, only 2 planes in the sky, and they're gonna meet. This is what, Jerry, this is what we need from you with Wes, with the Voodoo and the Dago. Bill saying single stick transmitter setup. Okay. Both of my product managers called me out for that one at the same time. But, you know, the guy, he fought it. This guy fought this. So this is Prezimek Galazka. I am so sorry if I butchered that name. But he fought hard. It looked like his landing was softer than it could have been. So maybe he had less, you know, less damage than expected. But he hoped to losing it, losing it, but he straightened it at the end. Didn't look so bad. So maybe he saved it. Then we got Nick Vesio. He always shares some beautiful pics. I think we've seen this F-22 before. But really cool looking scheme on this one. It's navy blue, right? My color blindness. I think it's navy blue. I'm going to call it navy blue. Is it, Alex? You don't know.
I'm just laughing at you guessing.
Or is it gray and navy?
It matches the background of this shot. Really.
It does match the background. Okay. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Love that. Yeah, he did well in that save, right? 109, I mean, especially FPV too. You're not really able to see what happened. It's not like he can, you know, turn left in his cockpit and see if he has a wing anymore. He just went with it. And, you know, like, it's like one of those air disaster videos, you know, but looking good. Wes, what do you think of that one? You like it? Are you there, my man?
Oh, man, that is beautiful. Yeah. The amount of work to tape all of that off and paint it is just crazy.
For sure. For sure. This is one I want to get in your hands, Wes. The Twin Mustang from Nexo.
Heck yeah.
This is Mark Sharp. I love the weird ones. And what is it? The Y82? What is it? P82? I think it's called.
P82, I think is what it's called.
P82, I think it is. Instead of P51, I think it's P82. I really dig this one. This is the only picture he shared. I guess he's just putting it together. But I would love to get my hands on that. I'd love to see how that flies. I bet it flies easier, you know, more like, I think it flies more like a P-38 than, you know, than anything else. Something like that, right? I would expect.
Yeah. Especially if you did counter-rotating props on it. So, you know, takeoff tendencies are going to be better on it and everything. It'll be a great flying airplane.
It is a tail dragger, though. They still tail drag, doesn't? I
think it's still a tail dragger, but you
yeah.
wouldn't have the tendency to want to turn to the right on takeoff, or to the left on takeoff, I should say,
Gotcha.
from the P factor of the motor. If you had counter rotating.
Gotcha. That FPV guy had the P factor for sure.
That's right, he did.
In his pants after he got hit in midair. Then we got Christian Berggren. Christian Berggren. We see him post a lot, but I love this sort of put like a filter on it that makes it look a little more real on his Flightline Corsair. I dig that. He posts a lot of pictures from the EU. I believe he posts a lot of the pictures flying off the ice. He has like a lake near him that freezes over. But look at that. I mean, that looks like real. Whatever barn that is in the background, hangar, that looks really cool. I love that. Beautiful shot. Thank you for sharing. Then we got Jeff Yates. Here he comes. He sent us some pictures of his winnings. So he got his $500 gift card off of last Friday's show. He got it on Monday, and he had his SR-71 by Wednesday and shared this with me. I think Wednesday you shared this. He unboxed it and slapped it together real fast up in Canada. So fast shipping. He got $500 off. Mark is super stoked to have sent that one out to you.
Yep.
I hope he signed the thank you card himself. That is awesome.
That'd have been
Kit
funny.
10K. A lot of these pictures are on our Facebook customer community. So if you're on Facebook, search the groups for the Motion RC customer community and join up. We'll get you approved. You got to answer the question, though. The question is very hard, and a lot of people get it wrong.
A lot.
If you don't answer the question right, it's like, which one of these planes is a jet? And I clearly label.
Don't give them the answer.
Oh, I'm not giving them the answer, but there's really only one jet. It's pretty simple. But there are so many that don't answer it. It's a good way to keep out the riffraff as best you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why we do that. But Jeff, super stoked for you. Can't wait to see when you fly this baby. If you can get a little video, great, or just, you know, pictures of it out at the field in the daytime. That would be nice. Moving on, this was a beautiful AL37. Starting to see some AL37s again. You always see these come through, but I like the green on this, especially on the you know, on the engines. I love that, the Frontier Airlines, and he had a picture of the real one, but with the was that a wolf on the back? Just a really cool scheme. Love when people you know, customize the AL37, ever customizable. It's the only model in Freewing history that sells more as a white base model than anything else. All other models always sell the version that comes with decals and comes painted or whatever, always outsells any base models we ever did, except the AL37. That was the only one where the base is awesome. And here's what his will look like eventually in the sky, but that's the real one. So
nice.
Really good looking scheme, and he did it really, really well. So good work on that. Then we got Jared Kirby. I met Jared a long time ago. We flew at Tired Iron Aviation, if you remember. George used to be on the channel a lot. And those guys flew with him at Joe Nall. Wes, this might have been, you might have been there with Jared when I first met you, and we were flying together when Papa dotted my Corsair, which I still have.
Possibly.
Jared was around there. We might have all flown together. He was a big Warbird guy, but he got himself a Flightline Corsair, put a nice scheme on it. Waiting to finish that off and get it outside.
Excellent
Jared,
choice.
Yeah, I love the two-tone blue. I would love to do that with that one. We're gonna move to James Doherty. Check this out, Bill. This one's for you, man. I want to ask this guy if he'll let us use these pics for our product page, because this is the 1/150 Titanic. He said he put 36 pounds of ballast in this bad boy.
Wow.
I have the 1/200, and I used about 10 pounds. He said he used 36 pounds of BBs and other sort of ammo, heavy ammo, to ballast it down. But I always wanted to get this. Ours is 1/200 scale. This is the 1/150.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be another foot long and wider than ours. It's absolutely stunning. And he ballasted beautifully.
Two-person lifting team on this bad boy.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Missouri in both the 1/200 and 1/150 here, and you know, it's unbelievable how much bigger the 1/150 is and the detail on it compared to the 1/200, which is also beautiful. I mean, the 1/200 Titanic is gorgeous, but I would love to get my hands on this one too. But these pictures are beautiful. Looks absolutely gorgeous, and of course he's gonna get, you know, he got a million comments about the icebergs. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just like people can't help themselves. I want to see you say cat. But it looks absolutely stunning. You know, and it makes me now really want to put a smoke system in mine, just to see some smoke coming out of those, you know, those tubes at the top. Be awesome.
I want to see some lights behind all the little cabin lights in there.
Ooh, lights would be nice. That would be great.
Out driving that in the evening and have all the lights shimmering off the water.
You put a speaker and have like the the violin or whatever, the music.
Have the violin going down, yeah.
That would have been nice.
It's been an honor and a privilege.
It's been an honor and a privilege, gentlemen.
Just cut a whole bunch of scenes up and put it on the speaker system.
Or just put a scale chef with a bottle of Jack on the back of the boat, because I think he was the only one who survived because he got really drunk. One of the few. I think in real life. Moving on, Gary Croft. gorgeous paint job on the Avanti. Now, I'm not sure if this is our Avanti or it's the other one, but either way, it's a good looking scheme, which is just wild. Looks like paint
Got a target
splatter.
to aim for when you're flying with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really, really cool and interesting, and looks like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Right? Like, looks like a
the old
Nickelodeon
Cap 232 paint job.
paint scheme. But if you need something to see in the sky, you're not going to miss this one going by.
Nope.
So Gary, awesome. McRedtail Flyer. Will they ever do any modern day cruise liners? That would be cool. I mean, they'd be gigantic. I don't know. That's a question for Bill. I want more. We asked Mark the other day. I want more pirate. I want pirate ships and classical sailboats. Big sailboats would be so much cooler than modern day. But you never know.
Lori said, make the modern day one and make it have the water slides actually have water run down them.
And a roller coaster. Yeah, like
roller coaster.
All that stuff, little acrobats jumping off the back into a tiny pool, all the crazy stuff. I haven't been on a cruise ship in ages. Yeah, tough to justify ocean liner versus production quantity requirements. That's the man you want. Yeah, RC Geek, he wants the black flag too. That's what I want. I want something like that,
The
I want to
black
go
pearl.
out, the black pearl, like in the dark, with some like little fires on it and put some candles around it, like hanging off the edge, like lanterns. That would look so cool. Kit 10K, that's a question for Bill, might be able to answer you on that. But what I tend to do is just bring a piece to Home Depot and they can color match anything, man. We do that I've done that for a lot of planes and such. You could get it. Yeah, Black Pearl would be it. RC Geek, he knows. That's it. All right, moving on. Eric Gottwald. I've seen this before from Eric, but it's still a good-looking jet. Maybe he had it on the original F-16, but I think this is the new one. But he put his scheme on it, but again, looking good. And then we got the AL-37P8 Poseidon from Chris Thompson. We've seen Poseidons done from our AL-37 in the past. We saw a lot of cool AL-37. Remember the radar pod, the big radar pod? The guy won our March Madness contest with that. Timmy Toucan?
That's what his name was, really close to that.
Oh, really? Was it? Interesting. And then, yeah, looking at it from the top down, just a beautiful, beautiful scheme. Do you use acrylic paint? Do I use acrylic paint on which? You might use acrylic paint on a boat. I haven't used that. I wouldn't use that on a plane. I use whatever, latex paint. They give you the little samples at Home Depot. And then you could coat it with like a gloss finish or a matte spray afterwards if you wanted to. Did we lose Wes again?
Yeah.
We did. He's having internet issues today, but it's okay. We're going to keep moving on. We got a lot of cool stuff to show. The MiG-29, check this out. I love the German colors on the MiGs. I always love this. Oh, Patrincic Brothers in the chat? Are they really? What's going on? If you were there, I might have missed them pass by. Oh, there he is. Hey, 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 RC lovers. What's going on? But look at that. I was like, because I want to see this out in the sun, but it's a cool scheme regardless. The Iron Cross on it. Always interesting to see. And then we are going to move on to, and then Vic. Vic's not last, but if you guys saw this, Vic was posting a lot of pictures. He FedExed his SR-71, so he wants speeding shipping around the world as fast as possible, but then he flies out of Apollo in LA airfield. I believe it's in Encino. My sister-in-law, her parents live right around the block from that place. But awesome, absolutely awesome.
Really
it was
makes
cool.
Like a spaceship when you
Yeah.
fly it.
it was so cool to see just, you know, a fantasy SR71. It pops. It looks good. It was a Van Nuys, that's it. And really cool to see them out at the field. He shared a lot of pics. He's got video of it. All sorts of stuff. I'm going to close out again and then come back in. You think I need to?
I think it's on them, not us.
It's on them? Because they're like frozen there. So I feel like if I close out, I'm going to leave again.
I can only do so much of that, shutting down the stream.
Yeah, don't shut down the stream. We can handle it. We've been here before. And moving on, then we've got Tyler Davis Wells with a sweet A10 and an F15 in the background. But I love that A10. Really well done. The black bolt down the side. Yeah, listen to the RC Geek if you are, you know. Oh, he's got a lot of sound on his mic now. Be careful with acrylic paints as water will ruin some acrylic paint. Yeah, listen to the RC Geek. He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two when it comes to customization. And I believe that about does it for the customer community. Oh, no, there's one more. Tyler Davis Wells. This was his collection. Yeah, he posted up. The weather's starting to turn, and he's ready to head outside with some nice plane rack there. That's a good one. Oh, sorry, MiG-29. My bad. Did I say F-15? I did say F-15. My bad, guys.
I think Wes is back.
Wes is back,
I'm
and
back.
then he's gone. You know, while you're here, Wes, we're done with the customer community. You know what? Let's spin the wheel. How about that? While we're waiting. And then
let's
we'll come
do it.
back to you. Then we'll come back to you, and we'll get rocking and rolling. And today's winner, as crazy as it sounds, Jameson Clark. Jameson Clark, who's usually around. I see him in the chat, but he is today's wheel spinner winner. So Jameson, my buddy, this one's for you, my man. We are gonna spin the wheel. We got it now ready to go. You see, hundreds are max. We got the second spin win, the prize spins, spin agains, and then we're back to more, couple 75s here, but I'm gonna rev it up. And this one's for you. Here we go. Big win, big win. Second chance win. Let's get a second spin win. We've never done the second spin win. I see it going on. I see it going there. It's in the pink. Oh, it might come around to it. No way. No way. We got it! Second spin win! Okay. We've never had this before. We've never had this before. So Jameson, this now becomes a spin again. You can't keep stacking second spin wins. So we'll just spin it again if you land on this. But whatever next two spins you get, we're just gonna combine them into one. So whatever it is, you get two spins now for the win. So that's gonna be a spin again going forward. First spin, here we go. Wow, I called it. I called that. Unbelievable.
Nice.
The wheel listens to me. I treat her good, you know? We go out to dinner.
Oh my god.
Okay, 75 bucks.
Solid start.
75 bucks. Love that. That's our second highest
Nice.
prize. Here we go. Second spin. We're going to combine it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Let's do a prize spin. Money and a prize? Or just money on money on... No way. Oh, it totals 100 bucks. But hey, 100 bucks on two spins. You can't beat that. Did it go all pink? It went all pink. The second spin win was pink. The 75 was pink. And the 25. Today was a pink day. Jameson Clark, I kind of know who you are. I've seen you around. But claim your prize at contest@motionrc.com. I mean, I haven't seen him in person in a long time. We met at Joe Nall years ago. But I always see him out there commenting and such throughout the RC world. So,
Oh yeah.
some would say it's rigged. For who? You think I rig it? Oh man, I hope not. I can't. It's too much fun. Why rig it? It's so much more fun. I mean, how beautiful was it last Friday? The last spin. I think it was Jeff's was the last spin that happened to do the spin again, and then it hit 500. 500. That was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. You know, I love giving away money because it's not my money. I'd rig it against people if it was coming out of my check, but you know, it's not mine. You think I weighted it? No, I don't have. I'm too lazy to do that. That would be too lazy. But congratulations, Jameson, $100. Can't beat it. So maybe you got a plane coming in your future. So let's, Wes, we're gonna head over to you for a bit. I'm gonna step aside.
Sure.
If you want to go through the voodoo, some of the stuff you got on the table, and you know, then we'll come back.
Yeah, man. So guys, like I said before, we did the unboxing of the voodoo a while back, and I've been working on it kind of behind the scenes. Papa kind of been building on this too, and we finally got it all ready to go. Just looking for a good day to fly it. We've had some other projects we've been working on lately, and I'm excited for it though. We did the Dago already here at Motion RC, so if you want to see what this airplane's going to fly like, it's a lot like the Dago also. It's the same airframe, just a different paint job. But I'm really looking forward to getting the two of them up and flying together with somebody. You know, Jerry is probably going to be the one flying it. Who knows? Could be Papa even. Hadn't seen him on the channel in a while. But there's something about flying with somebody and trying to fly formation that's just so much fun. And then doing it with balsa birds is going to be even more fun. So if you've got some friends that fly together, here's a good one to do is these Reno style aircraft, and they fly really well.
Let Lori fly.
I used basically all, let Lori fly it. There you go.
It'll be
James
fun.
is just sharpening there.
It'll be fun.
That's
she
right.
can do it.
Hey, she probably could. You know, a lot of guys don't know that, but I actually did teach Lori how to fly a while back. So who knows? Maybe we could get her on this, do some buddy boxing, get her some balsa experience. She's over there like, oh, I don't know. But the Voodoo, it went together really easy. Used all the recommended parts except for the retracts, just because they were out of the stock at the time that I was putting it together. So I ended up using free wing retracts in it. I've done that before in a couple different aircraft. They work great on all of our free wing models, so they're always going to work in your Nexa models. And the fun thing when you're putting these aircraft together is you can kind of mix and match parts and kind of build it how you want. So that's half of the fun. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to flying this airplane. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Same thing with the Mach-E. It's sitting right here. Let me actually turn around and grab it real quick. I don't have the wing on it right now because I'm getting ready to put the receiver in it, but there it is all put together now also. Really an interesting aircraft. I know James is saying the same thing I am. I'm always interested in doing planes that are completely unique and different, and I've never seen one of these before putting this one together. So it's kind of cool. Never had a plane with Italian flags on it.
I love it. I'm half Italian.
This is an awesome plane.
It doesn't matter. I just think it's cool because it's different. You know, I love different.
It's different. Yep. I agree 100%. I like different airplanes and unique. So yeah, that one's going to be a lot of fun. That should be in the next few weeks. That one's pretty much done. Also just needs the receiver installed, and that'll be done. And the other big project I've been working on has kind of been slot cars. We did a video a few weeks ago on the Joyceway set, and now I've got this one here in front of us. It's actually been powered up the whole time. You can see the cars going around, and my kid is just like addicted to these things right now, so getting them through work has been a lot of fun because I get them done and he's like, let's go out there and play cars, Dad, like all night long now. So he's made more laps on this thing than I care to even admit. So he's getting the hang of it though. At first he crashed them nonstop. What's that?
You could connect it to the other set too, right? Is that both sets together? Oh, okay.
So this is just one set here in front of us. This is the largest set that's available right now on the website. There's two. There's a figure eight, and then there's the big set. And then if you were to get both, you can put up to 25 feet of this track together on one power supply and play on there that way. And so you can make whatever custom track you want at that point. And the other cool thing with this set is it's USB powered versus wall powered like most slot car tracks. So it's been kind of fun. We actually took it out in the middle of the yard. We're playing with it the other day. I was like, man, you could take this to a park, whatever, hang out with your kids and just be outside too. So it's kind of a fun set. You can set up tracks in different places. Like I said, I think we say on there, do it on your back porch, whatever, enjoy the beautiful day instead of being trapped in a basement like most slot car guys. So it's kind of been fun. But yeah,
I'm off mute. There you guys see Kit. Yeah, Kit, if you're a boat guy, you should get yourself a float flyer, my man. Go look up the Skynetic Dragonfly. If you've never flown an RC plane before, I mean, it's not hard to fly. I mean, you'll probably crash it a few times. You may have to get two.
Yeah.
But you could probably learn on that, and then you just take it up, fly, you know, do your boats at the lake, and then take that thing off. You can bounce it off the water and touch and goes. Float flying is one of my favorite things to do. I have the, what am I forgetting? Why am I forgetting? What's the Twin Otter from Nexa hanging above me, and that's something I do, you know, I love when the weather gets up. I love float flying. Something about touch and goes on a lake and taking off of the water, and the scenery's so much better than most of the airfields around me. I always enjoy that. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the Dragonfly. Me and Lori actually did the Dragonfly video here, gosh, 2 years ago now. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
You did the orange one? I have the orange one.
Airplane.
And then it changed to the white.
I had the red
so
one.
I had done. Oh, you had the red one? I had the red one too, or orange. It's red.
The red and white one, I should say.
Yeah, it's hanging there. Is that red, Alex? I think it's orange.
Hey, Lori.
I don't know.
It's right there. Grab it.
Right in the middle.
I'm colorblind. It's hanging up above me here. I can't quite get it down, or I'd show you, but Google it and check it out.
It.
You
It's
might
right there.
like that one.
Right outside the door.
Yeah, that would be a fun one.
Here, Lori will grab mine. It's right
to
there.
mess around one. To mess around with. I think it comes in white now, though. I think they got rid of the orange one, but I don't know.
It's on the other
Either
side.
way, what time is it? It's only 12:37. And as far as I was going, if you guys saw, I did we had the dump truck influx, so it was fun. Alex and I ran out to Home Depot or Walmart actually and grabbed a bunch of bags of play sand, a bunch of rock pebbles. We made a little scene out in the yard and just put all the, there it is. There's the Dragon. That's the one you got. Oh, see, no, mine is like where it's white, it's orange. Like everywhere is white. The foam is painted orange. That's how it originally came out, and then it went to white. But we went outside.
This is probably one of the best little
trucks.
like out of the box float planes right now too. I mean, these are a blast to fly, and if you don't have water to fly it off of, they take off the grass pretty good too. Funny enough.
Snow, they're good for snow. Snow or
Snow.
ice. You could have fun on snow with one of those. They're versatile. They're a very versatile aircraft, and they only take a 2200 3S. Pretty basic. It's just 4-channel, right? Is it even 4-channel or 3-channel?
4, yeah, because you have a rudder, and then your 2 ailerons that are elevons, I should say, and then your throttle. So yeah, 4 channels.
4-channel, super simple. When are the grip and thrust vector units back in stock? Not sure, RC enthusiasts. Hard for me to tell, but that's a question for the RC Geek. Might be able to answer that. I don't know if they're being discontinued or not. But yeah, Joe Pratt, right? Float flying's awesome. I do love me some float flying. We'll be doing that this year. I'd love to get a nice float flyer from like Skynetic, or, you know, that's just a foam version rather than the balsa version. Would be nice to have. And also like an LED night flyer. I really think we need a nice night flyer of some sort. We don't have anything for night flying yet, but we might have something for night flying pretty soon. Dusk flying anyway, Wes, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Right.
But would you happen to know the top speed of the PJ50? I have no idea. It's a jet.
I want to say it's like 130 when I radared mine, if I remember right. Now that's been a while ago, but it's a pretty fast jet actually.
It could take a hit from a Spitfire and keep flying.
That's right.
The best thing about the PJ50. It could take a nice mid-air smack from a Spitfire. We did that before.
How would you know?
I loved my PJ50. I had the gold one, painted it gold. That was great.
I know, it's a museum piece now.
Kevin's Gmail. All right, important question. Saw tariffs are also hitting Vietnam. Yes, they will affect Nexa and Black Horse prices. If you go on Hobby Squawk right now, our co-founder, Tom, who's mostly involved in the warehouse and the ordering and shipping side of the company, he posted in there about it. We also have it, the information is being constantly updated on our website. We have a section. How'd you get there, Alex? Is it specials? But like you went down, yeah. Was it in specials? Oh, go up to the top right on our website. Alex will show you here. And it's up there. Yeah, I mean, these are unavoidable things, but, we want to keep everybody informed. So again, any container we received prior to these tariffs, the price will not change. The prices will start changing with containers that shipped after the implementation of these tariffs. And we have this information on our website, and we're going to keep updating. So that's updated as of yesterday. So Tom put this out also on Hobby Squawk. I was going to post it on Facebook. I probably will, because that discussion is going to go over really smooth with everyone. I'm sure nobody will get political, and everybody will just be really, really nice about it. But, it's the unavoidable thing. We've done this in the past. This has happened before with us. Prices came up, and then when, this was COVID was the biggest thing, when container prices just went up, because if you guys aren't involved in it, I remember a lot of containers were leaving China, coming to America, but we were so backed up reports, the containers weren't getting back to China as they normally do, and there was a shortage of containers, shortage of actual containers. So the price of containers to secure one went from like 3,000 to like 30,000, 50,000. People were at the docks bidding on containers to fill with their stuff to get it across, and it was that's partly why things went crazy. So prices went up, but then we did lower them when things went down. So this sort of is what it is right now. There's nothing we can do about it. It has to be done, and we're just going to power through, and we'll come out on the other side, I'm sure, doing just fine. We did it before, so nothing new. But yeah, all the information will be there. It'll always get updated there as we know more, and that's awesome. Oh wow, kids talking about Nintendo Switch 2, America World are getting some serious criticism. But like, there's the prices of all goods. This is everything coming from China, Vietnam, from any country under tariff. It's all going to go up. So it's not just a Motion RC problem. This is going to be every RC company who buys products from China, every RC company, every company who gets anything from these countries. Those prices are going to have to rise just to stay in business for the time being. Now, just hold us to it. When the tariffs do go away or things change, the prices will come back down to match, at least on our end. That doesn't always happen with other companies, and I'm talking anything. You find the companies who are in it for the good and are just trying to make their way, and then the ones who are in it for the bad. So just keep your eye out for that. But yeah, anything like as of today, you have about a week. I believe April 10th is when you'll start seeing some of the increases with some of the containers that are arriving that left after this tariff. Like the tariff has to be paid by us, to get the stuff. So, that's already happened. So some of those containers are already on the water. So if you want to order anything on the website now is probably there before the tariff prices. So if you're waiting on something, get it now. I hate to say it, but like get it now, before you get affected, And tariff talk always brings down the whole
Dun, dun, dun.
Debbie Downer. I feel like the Saturday Night Live.
I know. We
skit
want to be
Debbie
having
Downer.
fun up in here.
Any chance you'll bring back
What?
the 90mm F-16 Thunderbird? Oh, the Thunderbird, the actual Thunderbird scheme? I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was, but I just think it was too played out. Too many people did it. I really like our F-16 scheme now, though.
Oh, yeah.
But little white paint goes a long way. It's easy. Cali Graphics, she'll hook you up with the decals, and you could still make it look good. But yeah, the F-16, it's cooler when you do them with the ordnance, because with the Thunderbird, I remember that model didn't come with the ordnance, right? I don't know if the price reflected
I
it,
don't think
but
so.
like, you want an F-16 that has all the ordnance on it. At least I do.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the new
I know.
Flightline plane?
And I personally
He
love
said,
the
yeah,
new
he
paint
said
job.
this year, not necessarily this week. There will definitely be a new Flightline plane this year, but we didn't say this week.
No.
But stay tuned. There might be something new soon. There always
Never
is.
know.
Who knows? This might be the first monthly show where we didn't show up and having introduced something new, plane-wise, I should say, because we have a lot new. I got tanks new,
Mhm.
got construction new. We got a lot of stuff that's new all the time. The model is in development, says the RC Geek. The flight line, it is in development. Of course it is. Of course it is. We could buy the decals on our site, Jeff Yates, for the Thunderbird. I mean, it might be if we still have old.
There might be still some left. Yeah.
Some left, some old ones left, but you know, at that point, I just help Callie out. She makes great graphics, you know. Callie graphics. She's queen. What's the elephant in the room, Jameson? Is it this keychain? Does everybody want one? They're $1.99.
Yeah.
Beat the tariffs. Get yourself a good flying jet for your keys.
There you go.
It's not too bulky. The wings definitely don't stab you in the pocket sometimes. You sit on it, don't worry about it. It's awesome. Dad's RC hangar, the amount of ordnance you get with the Eurofighter Typhoon is awesome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love when you get all the ordnance with the aircraft that you got. Any plans to come out with a giant scale Cessna? Maybe. I mean, everything is under. That wouldn't be a free wing thing or a flight line thing. That would probably be a Skynetic thing. You know, we probably brand that ourselves, and we definitely want to keep growing the Skynetic brand. I mean, all our brands, Bancroft, Primus now, Rotor Scale, and Skynetic. You know, we're always looking to increase the envelope of the options in everything. You know. Because those are the products we can control. They're the ones that we can make sure we have the parts availability for. And, you know, so I would love to see that too. All that stuff. Real life Ace Combat. Wes, Wes, what's your wish for prop and EDF that we don't have?
Ooh.
I'll ask you.
So for prop, trust me, I get to tell Chris every day what my wish is. He probably gets tired of hearing it, but I want a TBM Avenger one day. I think that'd be a really cool, big model, you know, working bomb drops and everything on it. So, you know, that one would be pretty high up for me. Jet-wise, I would love to see one day to round out kind of our stealth lineup, an F-117, you know, the stealth fighter. I think it would be really cool to kind of go with all the rest of them, but now you'd have a little more maneuverability and things. So that's my personal wish of two airplanes that I'd really like to see modeled one day. But, you know, the F-117 is not known for being the greatest flying airplane, so it'd have to be gyroed up. And but if anybody could make it right, I mean, it'd be free wing, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody said for years couldn't do an SR-71, and now we have one. So, you know, I love it. Different
Mine are always
models.
props and warbirds. You know, I would love a P-47 in foam from Flightline, 1600
Yeah, that'd be
millimeter
cool.
something, because I loved flying the big Black Horse P-47. I think that would be great. And then why am I forgetting the name of it? The white one that the Raider, the Sky Raider. I want a Sky Raider.
Oh,
The prop
yeah.
version of the A-10, you know, with all the ordnance, 1600 millimeter. I remember an old company had made it. And what was the name of that company that made it? I believe it was a 1600. I remember I saw one on eBay or something at one point, and I almost pulled the trigger, and I'm mad at myself for not doing it. I remember Tire Iron Aviation had one hanging up in his, and I tried to get it off him. But that was one I really liked. And then my wish for an EDF, I want a 90 millimeter, that de Havilland 82. It's basically a Lippish, but I want it 90 millimeter. I want a Lippish. I want a scale wing EDF because I love wings. I love the Neptune EDF. I love the Lippish. I want a big one with retracts. So at the DH82, they make a kit of it, and I've said this a bunch. The 90 millimeter kit, you can build it, but it is a kit, sticks and everything, and you got to cover it. But I would love a foam. I think a foam flying scale wing would be fun to fly because it would be crazy versatile and just something big. Like even if you just took the Lippish and blew it up, you know, to a 90 millimeter size with retracts and lights, I think it would be a super fun plane to fly and probably fly so much more stable at that size versus the 64 millimeter size. Hold on, I got to call.
Or like maybe a twin 80 Horton, the you know, World War II German flying wing. That'd be a neat one too. In your
That could
flying
be
wing section.
cool.
Then you'd have the retractable landing
Oh,
gear and
the
everything.
Swallow.
Yeah.
That's it. The Swallow. I'm sorry. The DH-108. That's it. The Swallow.
There
RC
you go.
Geek corrected me. The Swallow. I was losing the word, but something like
Good.
that.
Hopefully
I think
he's
would be
listening,
super
right?
fun. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be super fun to fly. It's just a big scale jet wing. You know, I think a lot of people would
That'd be
enjoy
cool.
it. They might not be excited when they first saw it, but I think it's one of those that would catch on in its performance and, flight. Because you've
Right.
ever been to these shows. I remember where were we? The guy had the turbine ME-163, Wes, at yours, the last Top Gun. And that was
Top
a
Gun.
turbine, and obviously the ME-163 wasn't EDF powered. But even because you can't get the duction on it, I guess. There's no real air ducts. But yeah, but like he had a turbine version and converted, and it was just awesome, That would be awesome. RC Geek is sharing now. But that would be my, Warbirds. I'm all about Warbirds. I'm not a civilian flyer as much. I could do without, civilian style aircraft. I want Warbirds and scale military stuff.
I'm the same
If
way.
you're gonna do
I want a
anything.
military plane.
Yeah. I don't want something that I could actually fly.
That's right. I'm living my
And then
dream.
Concorde,
my
I
fighter
mean, seeing the
pilot dream.
SR-71 Concorde, if you could do the nose and everything,
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would be similar to the SR-71 in that, people complain that it's not aerobatic. But, it's
right.
not supposed to be. But
Can't do rolling Harriers with my Concorde.
yeah, it was like, a lot of the... It's like when the B-2 came out. I remember the first videos. It doesn't roll good. It doesn't. It's a B-2 stealth bomber. Like, what are we talking
Right.
about here? You're supposed to fly it straight and smooth. It's a relaxing flyer. I love the B-2. But see, like the B-2 stealth is a big wing, EDF.
Yep.
It lands great. It's floaty. But now if you put it in a, more of a fighter package, get a fighter one, it'll do all the aerobatics and still be floaty and land nice and, woo. I think it would be great. I think it would be
It would be fun. It'd be very
and a lot
fun.
of people are always looking for, more UK, English, British aircraft. So my Swallow idea. Let's put it into production right now. Start it today.
There you
Start
go,
it
Chris.
today,
You heard it.
Yeah, next week.
You heard it. You got at least a week to get it going.
That's right.
Do any of us, Wes, did you ever get a private pilot's license? Did you want to? I never did.
I went to school to be a commercial airline pilot, but unfortunately lost my medical certificate, and that is why I don't fly. I am also a AMP. A lot of guys don't know that. So airframe and power plant technician. So I was in
prefer
the
my feet
aviation world.
on the ground. The less
Yeah.
I'm actually in a plane, the happier I am. I like seeing planes from the comfort of Earth and looking up at them rather than being in them. I've passed on many opportunities to fly in old planes. I got to fear like a little too. I'll get on an airliner, but I'm always shaky about it. Always been, always have been. I don't know why. I just.
You watch air disasters.
It's because I probably watched
That's
too many
right.
YouTube videos of air disasters. But yeah, I just I'm good on the ground. I would never want to be a pilot. I don't want that kind of responsibility.
Yeah,
Not my
I've
kind of
always had a
thing.
love for aviation. I worked for the Commemorative Air Force for a while and worked on the B-29 doing the engine change on it. I mean, I've always been really big into aviation. It just got smaller for me. I had the aspirations of going to the bigger stuff and just it always brought me back to these little ones, and I love it, man. Like you said, I can stand on the ground and go oops and crash, and I get to go get another one. I get to walk away from it.
For real. Yeah, I remember one time in college, I had a friend whose kid from my high school went to the same college as me. We were kind of friends in high school, but then, we were always like acquaintances. But he had money, and his dad had a private plane, and he flew from, I lived on Long Island, and I went to school at Boston University, and I remember like it was a week before spring break or something, and I was heading home. He's like, "You going home? You want to fly with me and my dad?" So my brother, who lived there also, we jumped in his dad's like Cessna, and this before I knew any better. But that one flight, I'll never fly in like it was so bumpy. We were all over the place, like going across the sound, and I I hated every second of it. And then we landed. I couldn't get out of there fast enough, and unfortunately, that plane went down years later. Unfortunately, sadly. But yeah, that added to my furtherness of, like what's the Aviator movie? We got to fly above the weather. So I'm okay in a
Right.
jetliner. I could deal with it. I know it's safe. I just get the queasy feeling. So the less I have to do it, I only do it if I have to do it. I don't go out of my way to do it. So I would never.
I'll jump in any airplane I get the chance to get in. I'm the opposite. One of the coolest experiences I ever had, I flew at an L-39 out in Midland, Texas one time. And man, there's nothing like flying in a real fighter jet. That is one of the best experiences in the whole world.
Now that could
To
be
me.
cool. I mean, I remember seeing that's
Yeah.
like Tom Cruise took that actor, the comedian guy I think in L-39.
P-51.
Tom Cruise, or he took him in the P-51, but I think he put him.
I think he took him in the Mustang. Yeah.
He took him in the Mustang. He's like, I'll flip you over and I'll dump you out if there's an issue.
Right. Yeah.
That's really
So.
funny. Yeah, helicopter day.
Yeah.
I was in Hawaii years ago, and we did the helicopter experience and did the waterfalls. Cool to be in a helicopter, but I got sick to my stomach. I came off there like I could not enjoy myself in the heli. We were it was like 4 seats in the back, and we were going all around Hawaii doing those. They have waterfalls that are twice as high as the World Trade Centers were, like. And they take you up and over, like you're going over farmland, like really low, and then all of a sudden you come out to a huge cliff in the ocean, and then the guy turns it down, like something out of Jurassic Park. I'm like, oh my God. It was gruel, but I'm like, I'm never doing that again either.
I was just in a helicopter in Switzerland.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You did. What kind of heli was it? EC-135?
It was one of the ones that we had just come out with at the time. I forget which one it was.
I think you showed me the picture. I think it was like an EC-135, one of those big fat body
I'd
ones.
hop right back in. I would have gone
Really?
paragliding if my wife would have.
Oh, so he's into it. Oh, Yates, you don't have to do that. Super chat, but thank you so much. You never have to super chat us. I want to tell people, like, the goal of our YouTube channel, buy something at motionrc.com, but thank you so much for doing that. You didn't have to, but, glad that you had the big win and you got yourself an SR-71. We all hope your maiden goes well, Be easy on her. She'll be easy on you. Watch all of Wes's videos. He got you set up good for that. And all around super awesome. But yeah, Wes, we're about 2 minutes out from the end of the show here, so we probably wrap it up a little bit. Any parting words from you, my man? What are you doing this weekend?
Man, I don't even know what we're going to do this weekend. We're going to go out and have some fun with old Skip. We got a birthday party, some stuff like that. Nothing too flying related. The weather hasn't been the best right now, so going to spend some time with the family. But next week, looking forward to hopefully getting the Voodoo out and actually getting this up and flying. So hopefully guys will be seeing this pretty soon. Who knows what else may be on the horizon for next week too. So we'll see how that all goes.
Nice. Good for you. Yeah, we got that storm blowing in Sunday. We had like a tornado warning 3 weeks ago, and now it seems like another big storm. Sunday's going to be a washout for us here. But
weather's been kind of crazy around our part of the world here lately.
I see some questions coming in. A&P cert? Wes, where did you get your A&P cert?
I got it at Midland College, Aviation Maintenance.
Midland College. And
we were the chaparrals.
Doberman Rage. Why do I always say it like I didn't even read that right? For the longest time, I've seen him in the chat. I just never actually read it. I was like, Doberman Rage? Like, what's man rage? Who do I contact about the custom painting on my foamy again? Who do you contact about custom painting on your foamy? I mean, you can call our CS if you need help, but pop it in the customer community chat. People will help you out.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
And then Chris, he's here in the chat. He has a great book all about how to repaint and refinish foam airplanes.
Yeah,
check it out. Read the book.
It is good.
RC Geek got great videos on his channel on how to finish them too.
Thanks for
we have great videos. Check them out.
We're knocking them out left and right. Video every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and shorts spattered through. I knew people would love the short of the jet. It took
Yeah, it was great.
simple 15 seconds of
great.
flying it like that. Grab yourself a keychain, guys, next time you're on the website before the tariff increase and these go up. I don't know where these keychains are from, but grab one. But guys, either way, thank you so much for watching. We'll 100% be back the first Friday of May. Hopefully we'll be talking about all the other new stuff we released in over the course of the next month. But I have a feeling we're going to be going live next week, so pay attention to our channel. We always try to post at least 24 hours in advance. We set the shows up when we do go live. I think we're going to have something to go live with next week. Kit, I'm getting the Cap San Diego real soon, so I don't know if you saw that boat on our website, but I'll be doing a live unboxing of that at some point. But that's not what I was teasing there. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. Thank you so much for subscribing and helping us achieve, and Wes has it on the other side, that 100K. We're so grateful for it. And as always, guys, we appreciate all of you, and we hope you have a fantastic weekend, however you're enjoying your RC. See ya in the next video. Bye, guys.